Step into a world where dreams become legends. Welcome to Dreamy Kingdom Tales.
A crown is supposed to symbolize power, but what if it becomes the heaviest prison of all? She ruled a kingdom of thousands, and yet no one had ever truly seen her. Until the night she looked into the darkness, and the darkness looked back with eyes full of tears. She did the unthinkable. She broke her crown in two and offered half to a ghost. This is a story about the power of being seen. The Lonely Princess. Look closer.
In the kingdom of Aethelgard stands a castle of cold and breathtaking beauty. Its marble halls echo with a silence that has forgotten the sound of genuine joy. Through endless corridors of polished stone walks a queen surrounded by splendor, yet she has never felt more desperately alone in her entire life. Princess Elara rules a kingdom of thousands who bow before her throne, but not one of them has ever truly seen the woman beneath the crown. They gather in her throne room, speaking animatedly to each other, but never to her. She is the center of everything, yet connected to absolutely nothing. The golden circlet upon her brow was meant to be her greatest honor. Instead, it has become the heaviest chain she has ever been forced to wear. Alone in her chambers, she removes the crown and stares at its beautiful weight. Even in darkness, she cannot escape what morning will inevitably demand of her. But Elara is not as alone as she desperately believes. In the deepest shadows of Aethelgard, something ancient watches and waits. She feels it before she sees it, a presence lurking at the edge of her vision, a darkness that seems to breathe and move with strange intention. The servants speak of him only in frightened, desperate whispers. The Shadow Prince, they call him, a cursed spirit doomed to haunt these halls forever. Once he was a prince beloved by his people and his flourishing kingdom, until dark, vengeful magic stole his voice, his solid form, and his very place in history. The fateful night they finally meet, Elara does not run from him, for in his glowing silver eyes, she sees something impossibly achingly familiar. Behind the monster lurks a loneliness that perfectly mirrors her own isolation. Two souls trapped in different prisons finally recognize each other at last. In that profound moment, Elara makes a choice that will change everything. She reaches for the golden crown that has imprisoned her for so long. With steady, deliberate hands, she does the unthinkable. She breaks her precious golden circlet cleanly in two. To a ghost whom the entire world has completely forgotten, she offers half her crown, not out of pity, but out of true recognition of his inherent worth. For the first time in countless centuries, hands of shadow accept a gift of gold, and a forgotten, erased prince becomes a recognized ruler once more. The castle itself seems to exhale in relief as the sacred covenant is sealed. Shadows that once threatened now rest with peaceful purpose. Together, they learn to rule, not with loud decrees, but with quiet, profound understanding. They see what others miss because they intimately know what it means to be unseen. A desperate mother with a sick child finds help before she must even beg for it, because two rulers who know deep suffering can recognize it instantly in others. The kingdom begins to flourish abundantly under their shared, gentle, wise hand. Harvests grow plentiful, and ancient fear gives way to genuine trust. Where once chaos and shouting ruled the dysfunctional court, now serene efficiency brings fair justice to all who seek it. They speak without words, understanding each other completely and perfectly, a profound language of empathy written entirely in glances and silent nods. As golden sunset paints the kingdom, they stand together at the window, two rulers watching the land they have healed together with connection, not control. And Elara finally understands what true power really means. It is not the crown or the throne, but being truly seen by another soul.
You.
The Shadow Prince, who could never speak, says everything with his luminous eyes. Centuries of crushing loneliness end in a single profound moment of being chosen. As her complete acceptance becomes clear, his shadows finally begin to lift. The prince who was lost emerges triumphantly into the light at last. They stand together now as true equals, each wearing half a crown, broken apart but belonging together, stronger for the deliberate breaking. True power was never about the gold resting upon her head. It was about the courage to share that gold with someone truly worthy. Remember this profound truth when you find yourself in positions of influence. Empathy remains the most effective, powerful tool for any leader in any age.
The kingdom that was once cold and silent now thrives, not because of iron rule, but because of understanding hearts. They stand together now, as they were meant to, two halves of one crown, two souls who make each other whole. The crown that was broken became stronger for the breaking, because true power is not in ruling alone, but in sharing the burden. And so she asks you to remember, the lonely ones around you are waiting to be seen. In a world that often values force and volume, remember that empathy remains the most powerful tool any leader can wield. See others, be seen, and transform your gilded cage into a home. The Lonely Princess, a tale of the sovereignty of connection.